back to my channel. I'm back with another quiz video, and this one is very interesting because it's all about kids, and I'm sure that many of you would know the answers, but come on, you will have to wreck your brain for it. I'm sure about it. And before we get into the video, I would like to tell you that I have put this community post yesterday, and if you have any questions that you want to ask me and you want me to answer that, so you just go ahead and write your questions in there, or you can Instagram me and I will surely address the questions that I can. I'll try and answer most of them. Just a reminder, you can ask your questions there. And about the quiz video, like we've done it before, you're going to wait 5 seconds and also guess the answers in 5 seconds and comment below whatever you think is the correct answer. Please do not cheat because that's not cool. Come on. Let's get into the video now. So in today's quiz, you're going to have 2 rounds, round 1 and round 2. In round 1, you're going to have 8 questions, and in round 2, you're going to have 4 questions. In round 1, you're going to get multiple choice questions. You have to guess from the options that you will get and comment below whatever you think is the right answer. And for round 2, I'm going to give you 3 clues and you have to guess the player. It's very simple. Let's get into the round 1 now. Question number 1 is, in 1960s, which club changed its kit color from blue and gold to all white in order to imitate Real Madrid? And your options are: option A, Tottenham Hotspurs; option B, Leeds United; option C, Juventus; and option D, Fulham. And your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, wait, your time is over, and the correct answer is option number B, and that is Leeds United. In early 1960s, it was Don Revie who famously changed club colors from blue and gold to all white in order to imitate Real Madrid. Did you know that Leeds United was the first club to create replica shirts for the fans, and later on the trend followed by different clubs? Let's move on to question number 2. And your question is that Juventus kit, that is black and white stripes, is inspired from which club? And your options are: option A, Notts County; option B, Newcastle United; option C, Borussia Mönchengladbach; and option D, Nottingham Forest. And your 5 seconds starts now. Your 5 seconds are over, and the correct answer is option A, that is Notts County. It has a very interesting story behind it, and you have to listen to it because it's very interesting. The thing is that Juventus' original colors were pink, and they used to wear a black tie. Seriously, pink and black tie. But then later on in 1903, they decided that they're not going to wear those colors. You know why? It was not because it was pink and black tie, but because the colors used to fade after every wash, and they were really pissed off because of that. So what Juventus did, they asked one of their players, that is John Savage, who was an English footballer, that if he had any connections in England who can provide them with the kids. John Savage asked one of his friends if he could provide them with the kids. Now that friend was Notts County's fan. Now Notts County's club colors were black and white. That is how Juventus got its colors, that zebra print that they have in which they play. They got it from Notts County. Moving on to question number 3, and your question is that which former footballer designed and created the prototype for Adidas Predator football boot? And your options are: option A, Michele Platini; option B, Ruud Gullit; option C, Dwight York; and option D, Craig Johnston. And your 5 seconds starts now. Are over, and the correct answer is option number D, that is Craig Johnston. Craig Johnston retired in 1988. He was a former Liverpool player. He designed and spent a lot of time and effort in designing these prototypes. He came across the idea of using rubber instead of leather, and he was rejected by various shoe manufacturers including Adidas. So what he did, he convinced some German footballers to try his prototype shoes, and he will film them while they were playing in snowy conditions. Adidas saw it and they were fully convinced by it, and that is how Adidas Predator came into being. Let's move on to question number 4, and the question is that out of these, which is the first major match in which jersey numbers were worn? And your options are: option A, 1933 FA Cup final between Everton and Manchester City; option number B, 1925 Copa del Rey final between Barcelona and Arenas; option number C, 1956 DFB Pokal final between Bayern Munich and Fortuna Düsseldorf; and option number D, 1960 EFL Cup final between Aston Villa and Rotterdam United. Your 5 seconds starts now. Wait, your time is up, and the correct answer is option number A, that is in 1933 FA Cup final match between Everton and Manchester City. You know what happened in this? Rather than adding numbers to the existing strips, you know what they did? Two special sets were made for finals. One was white in color and one was red. The teams were allocated the kits by the toss of a coin. Imagine. Now Everton wore numbers 1 to 11 and Manchester City wore numbers 12 to 22. Also do guess and comment below that who do you think won this FA Cup final. I will write the answer in the description box. Let's move on to question number 5, and the question is, the first boots to be cut below the ankle rather than high top were introduced by whom in 1954? And your options are option A, Nike, option B, Puma, option C, Adidas, and option D, Hummel. Your 5 seconds starts now. 5 seconds are over and the correct answer is option number C, and that is Adidas. Adidas was the one who introduced the first boots to be cut below the ankle rather than high topped, and also Adidas is said to have developed the boots with screw-in studs that can be changed according to the pitch conditions. Can you believe that the screw-in studs gave Germany a technical advantage in 1954 FIFA World Cup final? The match was between Germany and Hungary and Germany won that match. And talking about the weather, it was pouring heavily and that gave them a technical advantage in that match and they won that final FIFA World Cup of 1954. By the way, Puma has been claiming that they were the ones who actually introduced screw-in studs and not Adidas. So there is a lot of controversy behind this. Let's move on to question number 6, and the question is that which player's transfer signing to Real Madrid sold more than 1 million shirts bearing his name in the first 6 months? And your options are option A, Cristiano Ronaldo, option B, David Beckham, option C, Kaká, and option D, Zinedine Zidane. And your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, time is up and the correct answer is option number B, and that is David Beckham. Madrid sold more than 1 million shirts bearing his name in the first 6 months. That's insane. I wonder how many of you got that one right. Anyhow, moving ahead, let's move on to question number 7. This is the second last question in this round, so play carefully. And your question is that which is the first club to have their shirts sponsored? And your options are option A, FC United of Manchester, option B, Darlington FC, option C, Brackley Town FC, and option D, Kettering Town FC. And your 5 seconds starts now. Your 5 seconds are over and the correct answer is option number D, that is Kettering Town FC. Now this happened back in 1976 when they signed a deal with local business called Kettering Tires. Listen, FA fined them for this. Taking inspiration from Kettering, the first significant kit deal was signed by Liverpool. This happened in 1979, agreeing to a contract with Japanese conglomerate Hitachi. So that was the first significant kit deal that happened. That was by Liverpool. But otherwise, the trend, the first club that started it was Kettering Town. Now moving on to the last question of this round, that is question number 8. And the question is, now this is very interesting, listen to this. Which player gave his match shirt to a fan only to suffer a dip in form, so he got the fan tracked down to get his shirt back? And your options are option A, Diego Maradona, option B, Marco van Basten, option C, Pele, and option D, Ronaldinho. And 5 seconds starts now. The 5 seconds are over and the correct answer is option number C, that is Pele. Pele asked one of his friends to get that shirt back from the fan, and guess what? The friend got the shirt back to Pele and Pele returned to his goal scoring ways. But there's a twist to the story, and that is that his friend could not really track the fan down and could not get the shirt back. So they simply gave him another shirt. But listen, it worked because he returned to his goal scoring ways. Okay, so round 1 is over and now we're moving on to round 2. This is a little bit different, and that is that I'm going to give you 3 clues in this and you have to guess the player. It's that simple. So 3 clues are going to be, clue number 1 is going to be the name of the club. Clue number 2 is going to be the jersey number, and clue number 3 is going to be the name of the country. And you just have to use a permutation and combination and find the player who played in that club, who is from that country, and wear that jersey number. It's going to be really fun. Let's see how many of you get this right. So question number 9 is clue 1, Real Madrid, clue 2, jersey number 22, and clue 3, Argentina. Guess the player. Your 5 seconds starts now. 5 seconds are over and the answer is Angel Di Maria. That is the correct answer. I don't know how many of you got it right, so do comment below. Let's move on to question number 10, and your clues are: clue A is Juventus, clue B is jersey number 10, and clue C is Italy. And your 5 seconds starts now. Wait, your time is over, and the correct answer is Roberto Baggio. Now I wonder how many of you are getting these right. Anyhow, let's move on to question number 11. This is the second last question of this entire quiz that we are doing. Question number 11 is clue A, Lazio, clue B, jersey number 10, and clue C, North Macedonia. And your 5 seconds starts now. Your time is up, and the correct answer is Goran Pandev. He was really news in these Euro 2020. If you know and remember why, do comment below, or else you can check the description box. Now moving on to the last question, that is question number 12. Your clues are clue A, Everton, clue B, number 17, and clue D, that is Australia. Your 5 seconds starts now. Your time is up, and the correct answer is Tim Cahill. Now I really wonder how many of you got this one right, because I thought that this was a really nice question. Okay, that is it from me today. Do comment below your answers. I would really appreciate it. I hope you like this Kids Special video, because I put in a lot of effort to find the perfect questions for you. Please go ahead and share this video with your friends and see how many of the questions do they get right. Also, do subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon. It would really mean a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Namaste.